Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. I would really appreciate that. So I got a request from one of my followers, and honestly speaking, I did not think I would even start getting requests at this particular juncture in time. So I'm very appreciative of, honestly speaking, I'm very appreciative of your time and for watching my videos. I really appreciate. So anyway, she requested that I do a video on how you can save as you're doing your grocery shopping. I'm going to put on the cards the Carrefour haul that I did, which spoke to the things that I bought, the promotions that were there, and also just the amount I spent with regards to all of the things I bought. Just yesterday, I bought some things from Carrefour as well. But I didn't want to do a Carrefour haul because I thought it might just be a bit redundant. So what I decided to do was just speak to what you can do in order for you to, save money. Times are hard. Times are really hard, especially with COVID right now. Times are really hard. So one thing that I do, in fact I can show you, is I have this. It is a magnetic notepad that I can stick on my fridge. So every day, if anything goes missing in my fridge, in my pantry, etc., I write it down. So already here you can already see I've already written down that I need rice in my next grocery shopping. So like I said, I did my shopping yesterday and I had a list. Here's the list. I had a list of about 18 items that I needed to buy. What this helps you with is that it keeps you on track of the things that you actually need. What I do is during the month, in between the month that I did my last shopping and the day that I'm going to go and do my shopping, I list down all the things that I need or the things that are missing. And on the day, because at times you might forget to list something down, or you're just like, oh, mental note, we need Colgate, right? So on the day that you're going, before you even pack your things, I normally just sit down, look at my list, add the things that I know are missing from the list, the things that I know we have not added to the list, and make sure that the list is as comprehensive as possible, because already from the list here that I had, I already generally knew how much I'm going to spend. What this also helps with is, obviously when you're going for your shopping, you have a budget of how much you cannot go beyond. So already with the list, I can already tell that if I've gone beyond that much, then I can eliminate this or that. Give you a very good example. Seeing is believing, right? I'll give you a very good example. On my list, I had number 13. On my list, can we see number 13? It is Eco Hair Gel, right? And when I saw the things that were in my trolley, and I knew that just from the top of my head, I knew that potentially the money that I had at hand to spend was not going to be enough. I knew that Eco Hair Gel had to go. So I actually didn't even take it with me, because already I knew that, you know what, that is not an essential. So that's the first thing that you can do. Always have a list of the things that you're going to buy. It helps you be on course. It just gives you a bit of structure. And then also it helps you with prioritization of what you need and what you do not need. Second thing is have a budget. I've already spoken to a budget, right? Have a budget. A budget is always a good indicator of what you can get and what you cannot get. So a budget is really key, because it makes you not spend over and above what you should for your household. Because in all honesty, the supermarket is, especially if you go to Carrefour, it has so many things. It's got so many nice things there as well. Also, what a budget does is it makes you interrogate your spending. Interrogating your spending is very key, especially if you are trying to do better with regards to saving. Honestly speaking, you don't want a situation whereby you know it is from hand to mouth. You should be saving something. So at least the budget will help you just interrogate your spending too. For you'll be able to assess like what is important here and what is not important. The other thing is value packs are your friend, especially for those products whereby you don't really mind the brand, or it's a brand that already has value packs. Honestly speaking, I find that there's no shame in looking for a bargain. The less you can spend on your necessities, the better. Other thing, promotions. For me, when I go to Carrefour, I am the queen of looking at what is on promotion and just ascertaining whether I'm getting a lot of value if I buy that particular thing. So promotions can come in various forms. For starters, a particular product's price might be reduced, and that is a good bargain. So it means you're spending less. Then it can also come in a bundled package. Like say for example, already on your grocery list, you're going to buy dishwashing liquid and you're going to buy say a liter of it. But if you go to the shop, there's now it's been bundled with another smaller dishwashing liquid. So that's really, really good. So make sure that you look for those things. Another form that you can come in is if say it is written buy two get one free. If already initially you had on your list that you're going to be buying pasta and you initially buy two for the month, then at least you're getting that third one extra. So that's a really good thing. So the other thing that you can do is reduce your visits to the kiosk. I know the Easted kiosk normally come with some added advantage. I mean, they know you, they know your children, you can borrow from them if need be. They'll understand that say if something is needed during the day and there's no money in the house, your helper can go and get something and they know that Mama Nani is going to come and pay because she's coming from the office. So yes, in as much as kiosks provide that advantage, they also charge higher than a supermarket. So you really need to take that into consideration. Hence, when you're doing your shopping, make sure that you buy a bulk of the things that you need that are not very perishables. This will reduce the frequency of you visiting the kiosk because now you just be going to buy the perishables. Say for example, bread. The other thing that I think is very important is know your area, know the supermarkets that are there, visit them, right? Visit them so that you can particularly see where you can get the most value. I'll give a very good example. In my area, there are 3 big supermarkets. There is Carrefour, Clean Shelf, and also Quickmart. So for me, I already know for fast food and for things like meat, Quickmart is a better supermarket to buy those things from. Their meat is slightly less expensive if you compare, say, to Carrefour. If it's for the major groceries, like now my toiletries, some of the foodstuffs, then I know Carrefour is the best for that. So this helps you when it comes to saving what you're going to be spending initially. When you visit the supermarket to buy your grocery shopping, at times you look at the perishables, you look at the vegetables, the fruits, and you think, oh, I don't want to start going outside the house to buy certain things, etc. Then you end up buying more than you need. Sadly, these are perishables and they're going to go bad. So don't buy too much of the perishables. Think about your purchases, whether you're going to eat it in the next, say, 1 week. If you're going to be buying fruits, don't buy too many such that now they rot in your kitchen. I mean, it's not good. I personally do not feel good when I am throwing away food or when something has gone bad and people have not eaten in the house. Also, is you need to make sure that you know what the market sells for this perishable so that you can compare with what's being sold in the supermarket. Very good example. Yesterday when I was going to the supermarket, I really wanted sweet potatoes. I feel like they're a healthy alternative in comparison to bread. So when they weighed the sweet potatoes that I had picked, gosh, those sweet potatoes were fresh. They were very, very fresh. But when they weighed those sweet potatoes, they came to a price of 250 shillings. And there were only 5 pieces. These pieces, granted, they were fresh. They were of very, very good quality. But in the market, I know I can get the same quantity of sweet potatoes at 50 shillings or even at 100 shillings. So for me, that did not make sense. Other thing is normalize sending things back. The sweet potato story, when I saw that that's the price, I told the lady, I'm like, I'm so sorry, this one, please take it back. Like, I'm not purchasing it. She looked at me with bad eyes, but I really did not care because honestly speaking, you're just trying to do better when it comes to, you know, what you're spending. If it does not make sense, then I should not be purchasing it, should I? So normalize taking things back. Do not feel bad, do not feel embarrassed, because I know people can feel, you know, ashamed when they're doing something like that. But no one is in your business when you're doing your grocery shop, and they shouldn't be. And even if they are, you don't know them, so don't pay any attention to them. Normalize taking things back. So the other thing that you need to think about is the brands. You have the big brands and you have the smaller brands. And for things that are important to you, like say for instance, for me, when it comes to toilet tissue, I like Velvex. Like whatever price it is coming in at, I will buy Velvex. If that aspect is not important to you, that big brand Velvex charges a bit more money than say Toilex, right? So if that is not important to you and you see Toilex, a smaller brand, is charging way less than Velvex, then take the smaller brand. You do not need to be buying bigger brands all the time. So make sure that you know what's important to you. And when you do know that, the things that are not so important, get the smaller brands which are not costing so much. So the other thing that we've already talked about are the promotions, right? But someone might get jittery when they see a promotion for something that they do not need, and they're like, oh my gosh, I need that. I'm going to take that just because it's on promotion. Think about it. Do you really need it? Do you really need it? If you don't need it, just because it's on promotion, it doesn't mean that you need to take it, because already you're going to go off track on your budget. So make sure that you have that in mind all the time. Just because it's on promotion or just because the promotion stands looks so good, it doesn't mean you need to pick it. Yesterday when I went to Carrefour, and let me know for those people who've gone to Carrefour recently, they had a really nice Skechers section. It looked so amazing. They had a whole promotion on it, buy 2 get 1 free. It looked so good, and I felt so sorry for people who are coming in with their children, because that's the first thing they saw. It had a whole footballer vibe there. It was looking so good. But you see, that's why they've made it that way, to attract you to buy things that you might not need. If it's something that was already on your list, well and good. But if it's something that you don't really need, then I mean, there's no need for you to purchase it, is there? We've reached the till, right? We've reached the till. You have your budget of say 8,000, right? 8,000 is essentially $80. And for me, what I do when I get to the till, I try and give out the essentials first, especially if I know I'm a bit tight on cash. So I try to give out the essentials first. I select what goes in first, and then I keep asking the till operator how much we are at with regards to what I'm supposed to be paying. And you know, they're always friendly. They always allow you to see how much we are at. So what that does is it makes me be cognizant of what's still in my trolley, what needs to go first, given that I only have 8,000 shillings, right? So with that, if I reach the point whereby 8,000 shillings has reached and there are still things in my trolley which are not important, I'll just be like, it's okay, thank you, deuces. I'll just buy what is important for me. The other thing with relation to that, keep your eye on the monitor. Just keep your eye on the monitor to see how much you are going to be potentially spending. Sadly, for a supermarket like Carrefour, of which I think that's something that they need to do. Maybe they don't do it that way because they want people to spend more money. Everything is being taken through the till. It would be ideal for us to be seeing the totals without having to ask. Like, it's not really, it does not feel comfortable you having to ask the attendant after every minute, how much are we at right now? How much are we at right now? So I think for these supermarkets, maybe they do it intentionally, but you as the person who's paying, keep that in mind. The other thing that I think I should also address is the bit on, you need to be very, you need to verify some of these things that are on promotion. Like yesterday, I bought some spaghetti. It was said buy two get the other one free, so I essentially got 3 in my cart. So as they were running through the spaghetti, they ran through everything. Then I was like, I just need to confirm there was a promotion on this, in the sense that I'm supposed to buy 2 then I get the other one free. Then he's like, no, it's okay, they all need to go through this, and then for that one bit they will not charge you. So you need to verify some of these things, because you don't want a situation whereby you've bought something because of the promotion and you end up paying it just because maybe the machine was not configured well. So make sure that you follow up on some of these things, especially if you remember what were the things that were on promotion. So those are just the few tips that I thought I should speak to. Let me know in the comment section below if there's anything that you'd want to add to the list. Let me know also your stories and your experiences on the same as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time. Make sure that you take care of yourself and you take care of your loved ones. Thank you. Bye.